In times of trial and tribulation, it can feel as if the ground beneath you is shifting, the world you knew slipping away. Fear rises, questions swirl, and your soul longs for something steady to hold on to. God's comfort is not a distant hope reserved for those who have it all together. It is a present reality offered to the broken, the weary, the struggling. He does not promise a life free from trouble. He promises His nearness in the midst of it. His arms are not crossed in judgment. They are open in compassion. His voice is not a shout of condemnation. It is a whisper of peace. Even when you cannot see the way forward, even when your prayers feel heavy and unanswered, God is closer than your fears, stronger than your sorrow, and more faithful than your circumstances. He is the anchor when everything else feels adrift. God's comfort is not found in the absence of pain, but in His presence within it. When the storms rage around you, He does not stand at a distance waiting for you to figure it out alone. He steps into the storm with you, speaking peace to your anxious heart. His comfort is not shallow or temporary. It runs deep, reaching into the broken places you try to hide. In your weakest moments, He is your strength. In your darkest nights, He is your light. There is no wound too deep for His healing touch, no burden too heavy for His strong hands. Trials may shake your world, but they cannot shake His love for you. You are not forgotten in your suffering. You are not abandoned in your fear. Even when you cannot feel Him, even when the silence seems heavy, He is there, holding you, weeping with you, carrying you. In the middle of trials, it is easy to believe that God is far away, that your pain has somehow placed you outside of His reach. But the truth is that suffering does not separate you from God. It draws Him nearer still. He is the God who bends low to bind the wounds of the brokenhearted, who sits with the weary, who strengthens the faint in spirit. His comfort is not rushed. It meets you where you are, at the pace your heart can bear. You do not have to hide your hurt or minimize your grief. God welcomes your honest cries, your unspoken fears, your fragile hopes. In every moment of despair, He is offering Himself, not just as a solution, but as a Savior, a Father, a friend. His comfort does not erase the pain, but gives you strength to endure it, knowing you are never carrying it alone. Stay connected to these moments of peace. Subscribe and turn on the bell for more. When trials come, they have a way of stripping away all the things we once thought would hold us together. Dreams, plans, security, they can all shift like sand. But God's comfort is not something fragile that can be swept away. It is the bedrock beneath your feet, the steady hand holding you upright when everything else falls. In your moments of greatest weakness, you discover His greatest strength. His peace is not a fragile feeling that comes and goes with the weather of your emotions. It is a fortress you can run to, a refuge you can hide in, a presence that will not abandon you. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to question. You are allowed to feel the full weight of your sorrow. God's comfort meets you there, not with demands to be stronger, but with an invitation to rest deeper in His love. As you lean into God's comfort, you will find that trials, though painful, are also places where His love is most clearly revealed. In the breaking, you discover His healing. In the silence, you hear His whisper. In the darkness, you see the faint but unwavering light of His promises. God does not waste your suffering. He redeems it. Every tear you cry is noticed. Every prayer you breathe is treasured. His comfort does not erase the pain, but it transforms it into a testimony of His faithfulness. He uses the storms to root you deeper in His strength, to build in you a faith that can withstand every season. You are not a victim of your trials. You are a beloved child being carried through them. You do not have to understand why everything happens. You only need to trust that you are never facing it alone, never abandoned, never unseen. God's comfort in times of trial is not a promise that life will be easy, but a guarantee that you will never be alone. His presence surrounds you in the waiting, in the heartbreak, in the long nights when hope feels faint. He is the steady hand when you falter, the quiet voice when you are overwhelmed, the deep peace when fear threatens to consume you. Trials may shake your plans, but they cannot shake His love. Tribulations may test your heart, but they cannot undo His promises. In every moment of pain, there is an invitation to draw closer, to trust deeper, to rest more fully in His embrace. His comfort is not found only at the end of the trial, but right in the middle of it, holding you firm. What is one way you have experienced God's comfort during a difficult season? Share it in the comments below.